almost 130 centimeters. So if I cut this to 115, I'll have at least 10 centimeters of overlap to attach to the building. Yeah. Alright. So I'll make 115 centimeter squares. Sounds okay, I don't know. Alright, 110 centimeters. Yeah, I'll do squares that are 110 by 110. Where is the email? Okay. Now, supposedly, I can take a sheet of this. Well, I can smear some cement down, put a sheet of this on it. Well, it'll be at a 45-degree angle. That's the top and that's the bottom. And I'm gonna have to get this to lay flat somehow. I don't know. And then with this on there, have it come down to the bottom edge, overlap on the top, and then cement over that whole mess. And that should be a tile. Oh, with any luck, my thin layer of cement will be sufficient to stick this flat. Oh, I guess there's nothing to do but try it. Okay, the first row can't have the point at the bottom, obviously, because it's going to go against a flat bottom. So I'll just cut some diagonals and put half tiles along the bottom. And whenever I start doing something like this, it always seems like it's not going to work out right. And then usually I figure out some way to do it. And the tricky thing is just going to be getting this stuff to lay flat. It's all wrinkly. Oh. So should I just do one? Yeah, let's just do one. Yeah, just do one, see how it goes. You gotta start with something. It's going pretty well, just cut 2 more tiles. Well, that went pretty well. Came up here planning to do 1 and did 6 of them. Yeah, that went on pretty well. As long as I put the first layer of smear on there real wet, so like, cement and sand, but really juicy, then the plastic will stick to that pretty well, and then I can get the mesh over it and then, spackle over that. And it looks like I can make the top layer pretty thin, which is nice because I don't want to add tons of weight to the roof. I just want to waterproof it. Man, those look great. Yeah, I think this is good. And the mesh overlaps the plastic all along the top edge, so it's stuck to the building there and there, but this part can move and the plastic's all under there, so that'll be all waterproof. Yeah. Okay, now I just need to not calculate how many squares I need. Oh no, I just did it. Yeah, I need like 300-ish. So if I did 6 today, that means I'll need like 50 days like today. However, today was the first day, and I wasn't like in full mass production mode at all, mostly just figuring it out. So I should be able to speed that up a lot. So yeah, I should be able to get this done in less than a month. Of course, that doesn't count, rain days, days I go to town or I'm just doing something else. But yeah, like less than a month of work, I could probably get it done in a couple, like 2 weeks if I really just went at it. Anyway, I'll see how it goes. It's all within a reasonable time frame anyway. Oh, and my little dead looking cherry moya tree has some sprouts coming out of the bottom of it. So exciting. The jackfruit's looking great. I hear those fruits are supposed to be huge. There's an avocado, that guy's looking good. Looks like all the trees I planted recently are still alive and growing. Oh, that guy's doing good. That's the cherry tree. This right here is the one that was looking worst. But down here, yeah, it's got a few little leaves growing out of the base. So my coffee tree may make it. Of course, my most prolific trees are these cocoa plum trees. These are not like the most delicious fruit in the world, but they're easy to grow, I guess. Come on, sweet potatoes, go for it. Okay, in case I forget in the future and need a reminder, I've been putting a little bit of this in the first layer of mortar smear. And I make the first layer of mortar smear pretty juicy, very wet. And I also wet the building before I put anything on it. Well, I also scrub the building to make sure it's clean. Anyway, so I scrub the building, then put on some really wet mortar with a splash of this concrete adhesive stuff. And then take the sheet of the plastic stuff here, stick it on. If it's not sticking good enough, dump some more water behind there and it'll stick if it's real wet. And then get my piece of this stuff, put it on, and then just mortar over that with like peanut buttery-ish, toothpastey-ish mortar. And it seems to come out pretty good. Alright, I think it's time to go swimming. Yeah, I'm gonna go jump in the ocean. You know what I also might do? Deshana canned some meat the other day. She got a canner recently. Probably because we don't have a fridge lately. And she was like, well, I want to actually store some food. Maybe I'll pop one of these open and make some spaghetti or something. They look delicious. I do have one minor issue with this mesh. It's going on well, and it sticks down easily, but it stretches kind of easily in this direction. This direction is real strong, but this way, you know, I mean, it does have some strength, but it just stretches a lot more easily than I would like. I do, however, have this other roll of stuff. This stuff has bigger holes, which isn't as good, and it's a little stiffer, which might make it harder to stick down. However, it's strong in both directions. Definitely stronger than the other stuff. So I cut a couple pieces off this, and tomorrow I'm going to go up and see how this stuff works out. Because if I can put this on pretty easily, I think I'd rather use this. And whichever one of these I don't use for this, I definitely have another job for it. I'm not sure how many more of these I need. So I'm not going to cut these ones into triangles yet, because the next row needs to be full squares. And I have a few triangles up there. Yeah, so I'll just leave these as full squares and come down and cut the diagonal as I need them. And I am already noticing some missing drips, which is great. It poured rain last night. And over here, there used to be a drip right here on my tool table. Totally dry. Oh, so nice. You know, another one over there and one over there. Yeah, seems like, obviously it was going to work, but yeah, it's just cool to get rid of a bunch of drips already. And I'm still on the first row of stuff. Oh, it's also a bit of a mess in here right now, but a lot of this stuff will get used up doing the roof. And once I get the roof done, then I'll really be able to organize in here. Because right now, you know, I can't set up like a bunch of shelves where there's a drip and stuff, so I'm like avoiding where the drips are. But once it's totally dry in here, I can get everything more organized. Like all this stuff. Oh, it's gonna be so great. When I tried to put this mesh on, I found I had to make the tiles a lot thicker to keep this stuff down. So I'm gonna stick with the smaller squares mesh, and hopefully it'll be good. All right, I'm gonna shut up and get going. Whoa, 4:30, jeez. Well, I got my first row done. Took 2.5 days, pretty much. Well, if you can see past that banana tree leaf, yeah, it looks pretty good. I should go up and count how many there are around. It doesn't matter. I just have to make however many there are. Oh, but if I know how many there are, then I know how many plastics to cut. Right now, I'm just gonna go jump in the water. I'm also kind of hungry. I sort of skipped breakfast and lunch today because I just started working in the morning and then I didn't want to stop. So, all right, I gotta go jump in the ocean, have a shower, and figure out what I'm gonna eat. Oh, Deshana's been on a canning kick lately. A bunch of tasty looking stuff. Oh, and some back there too. Beans. Oh, that is good stuff. Man, I felt like I was starting to shrink. Oh, yeah.
Bubble monster.
Hey, Bubble Knight, are you going to fight the Bubble Monster? You better get your bubble helmet on.
The bubble monster doesn't have very good on bubble monster. Because your arm was just caught. I was at the bubble.